on the way in as possible, but really, really nice execution on to be there.
It's got to be attack timeout soon if you're Liquid. Because they've had nothing so far, even into this buy. I mean, it's just been so one-sided at this point.
Yeah. I said it's last time again. You could say it took them a while to get back in on their defense, at least. Yeah. Talking about Liquid, there we go. The attack timeout comes through, and this is the point. You don't want it to kind of slip away, and then if you've got kind of an 8-round deficit already, with like 9 rounds played, it's difficult to really dig deep and get back into the game. The problem is, actually, previous showing, FNATIC started strong on both halves, on their defense and attack, more so on the attack actually. But again, it leans into that kind of when the pressure's on and Liquid have got to dig deep, it's shaky, right? It comes down to these rounds where, and I gotta say, at this event, right? How many times have we talked about Scream and Yampy, but Link, man. Link has bailed Liquid out of a lot of situations this event, and he's not the one that usually you'd look towards, right? He's stepped up massively in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say Link was pretty clutch in the past. He was, you know, always good for a couple of them. He'd bail him out of occasional scenarios, but yeah, the elevation has been pretty notable. And my eyes go towards Sliggy here as to what he can do to adjust this, because it has been a run-through at the moment, and the issue becomes, well, what if FNATIC just hit the switch now? This gives that momentum right back over towards the other side. FNATIC could then go, oh, we'll just throw a couple of curveballs. We're already 6-1 up. Maybe take a little bit of a higher risk, but how are they going to counter it if they don't even have an idea on what we're doing now? So we'll have to wait and see how this goes down. Sliggy able to talk to the boys on Liquid to maybe try and talk through a couple of concepts, a couple of ideas, try and get that mentality in the right place as to how to handle and slow down these FNATIC takes. And it looks like Yampy might be going for an Aggie peak, at least at the start.
I'm going to send Scream over towards Hooker as well, so a bit of an adjustment around that. FNATIC just coming. I'm going to clear all this space on B long. Going to spot out Link as well, noting that actually got a Bulldog, but now I've taken contact. Magnum going to drift back away, and both are just going to stay put for the time being. Oh, Cryptics! Oh, he nearly had the snake bite out.
That could have been a disaster either way, a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
I guess he'll be somewhat okay with that rather than being caught with a util in hand. Now, Yampy's still on the site, though. He's seen nothing from Showers push through just yet. Isolates one on shore. He readjusts position. Wants some more boasters there. They know he's there. Yampy! Destruction at his hand so far. But they need a little more. Need to put the closure on this round. Misses it on towards Mystic, but Soulcast by his side. And Soulcast keeps the round safe. The adjustment has worked at least there. Whether it be Yampy providing a couple of big ones or just simply right place, right time, it seems to have worked.
That was... Again, the Owl Drone comes through, and I think Magnum's so keen to isolate that 1 kill on side, but Yampy goes unnoted in between default and triple right there. And this second one, again, just a relay of information from Soulcast. Yampy finds the second one through the smoke, or through the wall, I should say, sorry. Onto Boaster. Really, really nice recovery there. Here's that reactive Seeker pop that comes through. Yampy posted up now. He might actually find early on, but the Aldrone and diligent to come through and just dry peek that again. The problem being, look how aggressive they're trying to be to close Yampy down.
Oh, Soulcast! They were so hyper-focused towards trying to deal with Yampy, pushing him back and back and back. They didn't account for Soulcast, who's still a problem. So's Yampy Liquid. This adjustment is sublime. And now Boaster. What can you do with this one? One's fine, but it's not enough for a round. Recovery for Liquid here, finally making a bit of a statement after being absolutely just overwhelmed by FNATIC. This adjustment is good, and Soulcast, that positioning was...
Man, I mentioned it when I did, because it took 6 rounds for Liquid to really get anything strung together last time, and now they're going to get 2 on the board, and in very comfortable fashion, confident fashion. Looked in absolute control there. Again, the previous round, sort of... again, 2 kind of really nice baits to put Yampy in a position where he goes unchecked to find that opener. FNATIC actually going to put the brakes on now. Call attack timeout of their own.
And if you're kind of playing along at home, great deals of success on the other side, and I think they're going to post Yampy right up there, maybe predicting FNATIC leaning back into what was working prior. However, if Liquid have their minds in the right place as well, I'm sure they're going to be aware of these adjustments, as will FNATIC, so we have to see what they come back in with now. This is just the, you know, the mastermind game, right, between these two. It's just that game of chess. Both trying to counter each other's next step, both trying to be hyper aware of it, and also put your point men in the right place. I mean, Yampy has been a game changer in a couple of these rounds. One, yeah, the judge round was one of the earlier ones they actually garnered, and now this op coming into play, the play with Soulcast, he's been pivotal in some of these.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, just to be in that kind of position to pivot off Yampy, kind of taking so much attention in the early round. Oster's buying an op. Okay. All right, let's see it. Oh, Yampy actually swings all the way down there. A rare miss, actually. I feel like he was in a good position to punish Durka. But a rare miss from him nonetheless. We'll retrieve that orb on B long. Reset. Actually, now you see Yampy's head all the way back towards A heaven now. So we rejoin Soulcast and Cryptix on A site.
Maybe I want to see what FNATIC do with this, because Yampy's already hit that rotation towards A. He's a super versatile upper. He's going to be around the map constantly, but I wonder if there's a look to come back in. Boaster on the AWP as well is unique. It looks like that slow take towards B is at least underway for now. God, they're being patient. We're down to 35 seconds. They've shown so little.
Yeah, and even the...
Is this could be a late round fake, isn't this? Surely.
I mean, Spike's heading towards Hooker, yeah.
And they've noted where Yampy is?
It screamed just now biting, but again, Link playing deep enough, he's going to get that audio cue, so he pulls Scream right back, and Yampy already hitting the rotate here, down to 13 seconds left. Homer will find Scream.
Yeah, but does Link swing on this? Oh my word,
oh
Link!
My God!
The 3K is just unbelievable. I thought he was dead to rights, but Magnum just leaves him alive for a second. Soulcast is like, don't worry about it, I got you. You've done your work. You're fine. I'll come in and do the rest of it, but how did he get 3 out of that? I thought maybe deny the spike plant. That was enough, right? Like, I was like, okay, that job done, tick in the box and move on. 3 out of that?
The fact Link's just like, well, I've got 3 kills. I'm just going to pull out a smoke here for good measure. Why the hell not? That transfer onto Mystic was so good. Really, really well played from him. And like I said, yes, Scream can drift away because Link's deep enough to find that audio cue to pull him right back. And yeah, actually, Doma finds Scream first, and Link's the one that ends up holding down B site. Liquid will bring it within 2 rounds. FNATIC a little rattled, I gotta say, in that previous one. Yeah, trying to sell that late round fake, but what do we do here? Again, no early contact shown on the side of FNATIC. Happy to sit in this default. And Liquid now, I mean, all they've got to do is not play into this, right? Don't give anything away in the early round. With Yampy finding the kills he is, they can afford to sit back and wait for FNATIC to make a move.
Still info find there. But there's the pull towards the other side anyway, so Magnum's cleared through showers, going to get towards the orb, I'm sure. And Boaster playing near on contact, that's going to be kind of thwarted, tries to get the wallbang prior, but there's the swing from Link. Again, this man is finding value. iPad away for now, but Link does try to convert another, but Soulcast makes the trade work so well. Quick flash of it, but Mystic outdoes him, still not blinded, but Cryptix is on the site. 27 seconds, and Mystic has to check on this one, and he's cleared him. Good work from Mystic on that, but Scream now wants to be involved. A little ahead of Yampy, who's a little bit deeper towards CT. And Scream, let's catch the headshot towards Magnum, brings it to a 1v2. This would need some Yampy magic. Spike planted, Boaster and Mystic. This ain't the ideal post plant for them, but trying to stay doubled up on this, gonna make it hard for him to find any of this work. That's the headshot he needs! The second evades, and Mystic clutching this out.
A nice round from Mystic again, coming through on that clearance to find Cryptix as well on site, and FNATIC will respond. Scoreline 7-4 now. Really good for this clearance here. And again, I don't think Cryptics actually gave away any sound cue there. He was walking the whole time. I think just finally made a step, and Mystic decides to full clear him. Now, the problem being with the way the last few rounds have gone, FNATIC now in a position where they have lots at their disposal. The Hunter's Fury, the Orbital Strike, the Showstopper, and the Seekers all available here. And this is when FNATIC are scariest. They have all of these tools, one of their set pieces. Link actually getting that orb as well. He's going to get an Orbital Strike of his own online.
This is a 4-play stack towards A from Liquid. Durka's going to see maybe 1 note 2. Let's see what he can do about it, though. Going to try and do some damage off the back. I think there was a tag off it, but doesn't really matter. Soulcast healed back up, and I'm sure he could sort the rest out if required. And here's the next ult from Link.
Yes.
Close now.
A little premature actually on Hooker, and Link the only man here on B. He's got to respect this push. I want to see him take the take the TP,
but the
get
catch.
out of there. What? He still wins that.
Link.
Durka caught sleeping
Okay.
almost there, but Link absolutely dominated him.
Yeah, you don't often get that on Durka, but Link's having a series, and that's going to be a now problem to be in the back of the minds, I'm sure. But now Liquid need to play this back in. 4 players against them. Boaster still has ult, so that is going to be a key element moving forward. Waiting for this one. Early usage, wants to get them away from this for now. Keep the time building.
The distance on Mystic as well. I'm not sure if he had the second snake bite there. I didn't actually get a look before, but last round comes through, and it's going to be 7-5 on the half. That's so frustrating if you're Durka. He comes through, and again, positionally, in a great position to burst out Hooker and force him. Oh, Mystic actually came through the challenge, actually. I'm not sure, maybe reading into that there, he didn't have the second snake bite available. Saw the first come through. And that was with, what, 4 ultimates? I mean, Durka obviously...
Pretty well done.
Exactly the same scoreline as the Challenger's finals, so... Again... expectations or anything here. I'm hoping Liquid really, I mean, on the back of that round win in the last, carry that momentum across into the second half. You can see that leaning heavily towards B site here. Actually, Cryptics gets spotted out by Doma. A little bit of damage straight off, actually, down to 52 HP, but everybody else on Liquid stacked up for this hit.
I'm waiting for the burst on this, or what the plan is. What's the goer? Boaster and CT, Magnum up close, gonna spot one on the cross, gonna be now in trouble. Nice utility on this burst through. Link gonna find Magnum, Yampy towards Boaster. There was still one, but they get checked on. Liquid, very well refined on this site take, keeping everything in mind and letting Yampy, once again, challenge Durka. It feels the timing's right. Durka's so quick on it, but Scream, just sharp as anything. Starting to maybe warm up a little here is now Mystic, the last one alive.
Gonna get spotted now. They're down to 17 HP already. Snake bite comes through, and actually a Scream that finds the tag. And Liquid will actually put the pistol round on the board in the second half. So good opportunity here to tie things up straight away. And convert this. We'll see if we see any investment on the side of FNATIC coming into this. But Magnum, unfortunately, here just so much to deal with. Yampy just creating a load of space, dashing into that cloudburst on sight. Magnum got too many things to shoot at. And straight away, finding these kills early enough allows Liquid to get into some really good positions. And again, yeah, Durka finds a nice entry there onto Yampy to get back through, but like you said, it's Scream there to greet him the other side of the smoke.
And for FNATIC, any damage would be great. Liquid want to keep this clean. Spike plants, all the goodies. Timing could be a problem. Boaster could do some work on this. Nice. Here's the second as well, but outgunned. So losing one here, not going to be able to recover any of the weaponry either. And slow progress from Liquid, but it's what they want. They want to try and keep this round as safe as possible.
Yeah. Durka tries to go hunting through showers. I think it was something. Mystic just left with a shorty, and we're going to sit back. Yeah, in terms of damage control, they don't want Mystic to find anything else here. Obviously want to ride through these weapons into the next round.
Screen down.
Let's see, and looking now, obviously, next round going to be coming into it. Whether or not Liquid, they're not going to have the Blaze Storm. And again, you know, thinking back to previous series with how quickly Yampi's got that online for these kind of key rounds where, you know, be it the bonus or another save round or something, as Mystic just misses the timing there on Cryptics, and we'll get picked up. As I said, we'll see how this one plays out. Soulcat's actually one away from the Seekers with Plant there, so big tool really if Liquid want to come through with a fast sight hit here. Nothing else online to really combine it with. Like I said, for rounds like this, look towards Yampy getting that Blade Storm online, but gonna ride the Bulldog through. Link 2 away from the orbital strikes. Again, they can make a play for one of the orbs and maybe look for a kill or the plant or something along those lines. We have to wait and see.
Launching smoke.
Liquid. Holding up towards long together. You do have the Sky on the other side. That could be Magnum. Cryptics trying to keep back Mystic. Bit of a default held throughout this with a little bit of a lean towards long.
If FNATIC actually set up here to, if they try to just get the sound cue off that at least. They're almost desperate to contest this orb. Just reading into, like I said, whether it be Link or Soulcast making a play for it. The Fake Flash comes through. Actually, yeah, the double swing is good. Magnum and Doma working together in tandem. Soulcast will retrieve the orb on the other side. Seeker's invested. Gonna try and hit through onto A on the back of that contact on B.
Nice little catch on this as well. Dirk can be forced away, but they still need to make it through. That Viper utility slowing this hit down just a touch. Soulcast gonna try and find a way in, and he's done just that. Mystic still waiting, chomping at the bit. Soulcast gonna try and get that spike down. He has, but he will lose his life eventually for it. The slow burn from Boaster does come in. And now Scream, Cryptics, and Link, this post-plant. What do you got for it? Link gonna put it down. Is Molly down actually just towards... They've got to be able to swing on this one, trying to play the time so perfectly. Link gonna go back in. He's been clutched before, but now the timing's everything. Mystic's just fine. The spike's gonna be diffused, and FNATIC pull it away.
Closer again, you can see with Scream trying to play that very aggressively. He's just trying to run the clock down. Unfortunately, Link didn't have the molly. I guess it was invested elsewhere, but it was also posted up in lamp. So actually, no, sorry, used the molly in lamps, didn't he? Tried to cut off anybody pushing into him here, but nice little play. And again, that's Liquid reading into, sorry, FNATIC reading into what Liquid wanted to do with this round to try and get a couple of ultimates online and get something going. Feeling themselves on that one. The first round winner this half, and a nice one again. A good opportunity for Liquid to convert that. FNATIC go hunting actually on showers here. Durka just gonna peek onto the back of his recon bolt, but all 5 members of Liquid stacked up on short here.
One way drops and away we go. Liquid gonna try and take over towards the lamp, see what they can get out of it. Soulcast trying to work on forward. A little bit of a delay with the molly gonna come down. Bosa focuses his fight towards lamps. Does claim Link for it, but Scream's gone and found Mystic in the meantime. Looks like it's time to back away, allow the spike to potentially go down, and play on the retake now.
Yeah, Dirk are going to reset for the Hunter's Fury as well. You can see the pings coming down on default. Comes through. Going to get the first tag. Actually, they try and retreat. He gets the second as well inside lamps. Lots of damage done there by Durka, actually.
Doma's position is massive. That's a spike now lost. That is huge work from Doma just to find Scream on the retreat. You can see them just hit the pause. FNATIC played that so well, keeping composed, even with that sight take coming in, leaving Doma to catch that maybe vulnerability, that one opportunity to hit that rotation.
30 seconds
Beautiful
left.
work. Now Cryptics and Soulcast. I don't know how you get back into this. There's a double stack, almost triple stack towards Hookah, let alone, you know, you've got Bosa still lingering around, just making sure that no other threats could come back towards A.
Yukon going to come out. 14 seconds left here. I think Cryptics and Soulcast just in a position where they have to
10
hold on
seconds
to these
left.
weapons now. And you're absolutely right. I mean, all that contact coming through. Doma, again, he's not idle elsewhere. He's so active, and actually positionally, he's got opportunity to full-on flank market, right? But as soon as Durka resets towards that Hunter's Fury, and again, the tendency is, you fire that down short from the defensive spawn. You're absolutely right. It's going to force one player to, consider taking that TP, right? Doma's position perfectly to greet it, and it actually ends up being Scream with the spike. That's the perfect kill to find in that scenario, but
Finished.
absolutely love that play from FNATIC. Again, Boaster finding that kill and then dipping out as well, playing his life, coming all the way back into the spawn to make that the plan, and they stick to it. It's executed perfectly.
And the switch up on tempo. Look at the pace change from FNATIC. Boaster taking a big fight towards long, claiming 2. This is against Rifles. Cryptic, Soulcast, and Link were meant to be the other prong of this piece, but now they're going to have to fall away from this, maybe look towards leaning in A if any sort of map control could be garnered or progress made by Soulcast, because they've lost out on so much from such a quick piece.
I think well, at least financially, this is a tough round for Good if they do lose it. Soulcast, good for one. Also spotted out Mystic, or at least noted him with the audio cue, but Mystic will best him. Now to Cryptics and Link once again. Try and push through here, and might get spotted out early on. Actually, yeah, it will. Magnum gonna reveal their location. The orbital strike invested. Link is all but dead now. Look at that. Perfectly played by FNATIC. No risk allowed. Shut that one down. And again, in a round like that, I think financially it's a very tricky round for Liquid. So I'm absolutely fine with the orbital strike being invested here, just to get that one on the board. The aggression in the early round, a triple swing on B long.
And we've seen that in the past. I mean, Scream and Yampy like to take that long control. They'll kind of go for that while they're weird purchase. You got Soulcast sitting pretty, but then 2.1 on Scream. Yampy's fine. Link a little lighter, but we'll have to see what they go for in this regard. Whereas, of course, now we look on the other side. Durka sitting with the op.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not as terrifying as when he's on the jet, but the weapon's scary nonetheless. Yeah, looking at it, and again, ultimate-wise, yeah, they got the Blade Storm. Potentially, Yampy can drop one out, but he's not going to have armor. This is a tricky round here if you see Liquid kind of over-invest to get back into this. Potentially, I mean, this is looking like FNATIC on 11, and then Liquid need to string together 4 rounds just to tie things up.
It's about to get pretty arduous. They are buying into this.
Now, Orban, you can see now the plan is going to be